You didn't put in on this, man.
I'm too hyped with it. I'm too hyped with it. Yo. Yo. What's good? Y'all know what time it is. It's the motherfucking Jones Hour.
Keep going.
We live. You already know. It's another Sunday. We appreciate y'all for fucking with us each and every week when y'all do. And
we're gonna move this. Keep going.
Yeah. We're gonna, we gotta do what we do here. But like I said, we appreciate y'all fucking with us every week on the live on the YouTube. You could call us up. Put the number live right now. Thanks. So if you tune in, you could tell us how you feel about anything we're talking about. And if you're feeling generous, the Cash App gonna be up there too. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate the love, man. So it's been a minute. We had to take the week off. You know what I'm saying? It's that time of the year for us. You know what I'm saying? Where shit just got to get done. Fantasy football is definitely upon us. As I got 2 drafts today, 2 drafts, one live and one on my phone at 8:00. The people that's live doesn't know that I have the draft on my phone at 8:00. But when you like me, you just gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna make it happen. That's called multitasking G shit. G shit that you multitask. You know what I mean? So without further ado, while he's hooking shit up, still gotta do the proper introduction to the right of me.
What it do, Scooby?
What's good, baby?
I'm feeling great today.
That's good, man. Me too. I just feel like a great vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like we hearing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't know who I was, that'd be 2 times.
Jonesy 2 times.
Jonesy 2 times. That's me. That's Antacid. Awaiting the return of, you know what I'm saying? But until then, we've been holding it down. We've been talking this fly shit for a regular. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, if you missed the fucking live on the YouTube, you could always stream it on your way to work, whatever, on the Spotify, Google, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, and Audible apps. You know what I'm saying? So it's lit. You ain't got an excuse, because I'm pretty sure you got one of those apps in your phone, if not 2. You know what I'm saying? Wrong or right? Everybody got those. Your phone come with Spotify, a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Like Spotify already there. Like, and YouTube, as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? So, hit the Jones Hour, hit that subscribe. Appreciate the love, appreciate the downloads, appreciate the lives. But man, it's a glorious day in New York, man. It's beautiful skies outside. It's Sunday. Hopefully you're getting chill with your family or some shit. Maybe you're having some outing or something. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
Wrong or right? Like it's about to be that time. As the dog days of summer wind down and we get into this fall, it kind of felt like fall for a little bit twice this week. You know what I'm saying? Early.
Mm-hmm.
It dropped into the 50s overnight.
Yeah, we got some light jacket weather.
Yeah, I was loving it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I was mad my AC was still in, but I was like, I'm not gonna take it out yet, because I know how we get that fall summer. You know what I'm saying? Fake spring, like you think it's spring, but it's not gonna. I mean, you think it's fall, but it's not gonna be fall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna touch 85, 90 in September for no reason, for like a good week or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
That'll be the last hurrahs.
Yeah, and then after that, it drops to 60 in 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
We got the first glimpses of fall, and I would say October.
Mm-hmm.
Like mid-October, we'll get those fucking hot fucking days where we're like, God.
By October, I'm taking the fucking AC out. I'll figure it out.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Always do, but it's the last hurrah.
Because you want to know why? Because I love that cold, fresh air at night.
Yeah.
And I'm mad that I have to get it bootleg through my AC right now. Because of the summer. Huh?
I don't blame you, bro.
Yeah, but oh man, when that shit comes in during this fall and you got that window open, nice, feel that nice cool breeze in the room. Oh man, I'm in heaven.
I feel that.
My girl's cold, but I'm in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she'll have the quilt and I'll have a sheet. You know, like it will be good.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you take the quilt, man. I don't want no parts of that. Nah, I don't even want it on my leg, man. Move that shit over. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I want my shit clear, man. I need this fresh breeze.
I need to see through it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you with that.
Hell yeah.
Light sheets.
Yeah.
All day, bro.
Yeah, man. That's how I'm going down.
I'd rather have a cold. I'm definitely like a cold bed person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like cold beds all day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, keep that shit cool.
Yeah, I'd be mad when she try to lay on my side of the bed. Like, come to the room, she already there, and then she go, I'll be like, yo, why you on my side?
Yeah.
So I was trying to keep it warm for you. Like, I want my shit warm.
Yeah.
I don't want it warm.
I hate fucking waking up sweaty and shit.
Oh, I hate that. Oh my god, I'm so with you. One of the worst feelings. Like I can't sleep in that.
No.
Like I'm awake now. That's it.
There's like
it's game over.
Yeah, word.
It's game over. Like we had a good time and now
I'm getting up.
Peace, love, and soul.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Not even a cold. I would have to take a cold shower.
Word.
I would have to just go in the shower, cool down in the cold shit so that no matter how hot it is, I still feel cold right now because of the shower.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is the only time, the summer is the only time I do take cold showers, but when I do, man, oh man, I'm in heaven. You know? From being mad hot and taking that cold ass shower, a cool shower, oh man. That shit is like great. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with the hot shit. Like you come out the shower already sweaty.
Yeah.
Like the most annoying thing. Like I got in the shower to not sweat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The worst thing you could ever do is get a moisturizing soap. Do not do that shit.
Yeah.
Do not one day, fellas, fuck up and you ain't got your fucking soap and shit like that. And you're like, oh wait, let me just use my wife's shit. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You get that shit and it's the moisturizing shit. Forget it, son. Your skin is gonna be glistening as soon as you get out, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm good on that too.
Yeah, it's the worst, man. Do not make that mistake, fellas. Do not make that mistake. Try to get the littlest piece of bar soap that you have left and use that.
You guys,
but do not use your wife's moisturizing soap, acting like that shit is gonna be good. You are gonna come out that motherfucking shower sweating like a motherfucker, but like you didn't even just take a shower.
I don't use like moisturizers like that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't really. Honestly, I don't really. I'd be ashy as shit, you know, but I'm pale enough that you can't really tell.
Oh yeah.
So cool. It's like one of those things that like
you're lucky.
Yeah. I'm kind of lucky with that. Mm-hmm. Like
you just gotta get the elbow.
Yeah. You know, like I take care of my face, I take care of my skin and shit, but like I keep it clean, but like I really don't. I don't need lotion. Yeah, like that. That's some extra shit.
Yeah. I used to be on that shit when I was younger, but I think that was just me just trying to be a pretty boy because like pretty boys was like a thing back then. You know what I'm saying? Like you would be a pretty boy, you gotta have the tape up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would do that shit.
I
had the cucumber melon shit.
I have like if I'm really fucked, like if I'm chapped to the point where I break skin or some shit, I have like cocoa butter.
Oh yeah.
That's like I have aloe and cocoa butter, but those are like mad old. Like I've had the same bottle of cocoa butter and aloe for I don't know how long. They're probably not even good anymore.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But you still use it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, I gotta use that shit too. Cause like for my job I do a lot of walking and when you walking and sweating, you can get that shaving. You know, I had it before like on my thighs, paws, inside. From like just the friction of walking and shit like that.
I get it on the back. I get it on the back of my ankles and on like the so I literally like I'll just put it on my feet. You know what I mean? Like that's where like I put cocoa butter is like the back of my ankles and on the
sides.
Yeah, like underneath my feet right over here because that shit. Like after a long day of walk, like I'll be on my feet all day, bro.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
My nigga, you want to hear some shit, bro? So I got this little health app. Like I think it came in my phone, and I just clicked it. Like, what the hell is this? And I was like, oh, it can measure your steps and shit like that.
Yeah, you probably get mad steps in.
My nigga, I have done, with the exception of yesterday, every day this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 20,000 plus steps.
Yeah.
20,000.
Let me pull up my shit.
Yeah, bro.
Let's see how much I did.
Yeah, man.
Because like
one was even 22,000.
I'm gonna be
one day, bro. That shit was like almost. They said it was like we broke it down like 7-8 miles. I did of walking.
That's crazy though.
Yeah. 20,000 steps, bro.
So right now I have 1,700.
Word. That's what I did like yesterday.
So hold on.
I'm mad we doing this right now.
No, bro.
No, we gotta put people on. Yeah, yo, take your steps in, man.
Yeah. So yesterday I did 3,033 steps. I did 10,034 steps. The day before that, 8,000. Close to 9,000. Better yet, the day before that, like 8,500, and then 8,444.
Oh yeah, no.
I'll be.
Let me see it. Yeah, my shit is crazy. Look, this one was 20,000 steps. Let's just show the people.
That's crazy. 20,000 in 1 day.
21,000 steps on August 20th.
Damn.
20,788. 20,064.
Yeah, you put
this one is 22,590. And then yesterday was my light day, 19,590. Today is like a day, but today is my day off. You know what I'm saying? And today I have 1,900 steps today.
Yeah.
So it's like a extreme drop off. Like I need it. You know what I'm saying? My body needs it when I'm doing all those steps all week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, word.
Today I'm happy I only did 1,900. But I did play a basketball game today.
And you also
I didn't have my phone in my pocket when I'm playing ball.
You have to also count for the time that you don't have your phone in your pocket.
Like I was in the shower.
Like I put my phone down when I'm working, like and I'm just bang 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 walking back and forth, like doing laps.
So you probably got more.
Oh hell yeah, bro!
So you probably got more.
I got mad unaccounted steps.
Cause like it's giving me a goal of 6,000. Like I'm shattering that, nigga. 6,000. I'm like quadrupling that.
Yeah.
Almost a day.
Yo, you fucking putting to shame, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like step your game up. Anybody that's my
personal goal, 5,000 steps, and you're like,
what?
Bro, I do
that shit by lunchtime. Nigga. By lunch, I'm already past that. Nigga, like, and this is like from the time I walk my dog in the morning to the time I walk my dog at night. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just all that work. You know what I'm saying? But I have my phone with me when I walk my dog in the morning, and I have my phone with me at night when I walk it at night. So after that, you know what I'm saying? That's from that entire time, and that's probably from about 7:40 in the morning to about maybe like 9:30 at night.
I think it's crazy that you just discovered your step-ometer on your fucking phone.
Huh? Yeah, I just got it this week. You seen that? Like last week, Tuesday. Tuesday was my first day doing it. I was like, oh shit, I really got that. Tuesday morning, I found it. I was outside. I know this is going to sound bad, but I was outside on my porch in front of my house, drinking a coffee, smoking a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, what's this thing? Looking at apps on my phone because I was like, man, I need to get rid of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I see this shit. I was like, wait, what is this? How do I have this?
Yeah.
And I just clicked on it, and it said steps. And I said, why didn't I do this? You know what I'm saying? I've always been curious. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom is like doing the steps thing. You know what I'm saying? And she's trying to be getting a certain amount of steps. So I'm like, yeah, Ma, get your steps in. You know what I'm saying? Like every day and shit like that. You know? And then I didn't know I had it. I was like, I wonder how many steps I take because my fucking job is crazy.
We got to get you like a Google Watch.
Yeah, I know. Shit like that.
We got to get you one of those because then it'll track like more of your vitals and shit like that.
Or,
you know?
Yeah. All right, well, we've done enough.
All right,
let's get right into it. It is the New York baseball report. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we here.
Where do you want to start? We both got wins.
No. It's been great actually. I think I think we should start with the Yankees only because they're playing right now.
No, are you still going against the Rockies or?
Yes, we are playing the Rockies. So let's see what the score is. Oh, it's 7-3. We winning bottom of the 8th, which is good. I believe just last inning, bottom of the 7th, we did go back to back the Yankees in terms of home runs. Judge definitely hit his 50th home run today. Mm-hmm. And let's see if he had any more. He hit 2 home runs, Judge. He got 51. He got 51 home runs, though. Like, they is showing the numbers of what he's been doing this year, the past 100 games. 104 104 RBIs or something like that, 108 RBIs. You know what I'm saying? 45 home runs. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? From like April 27th on or something like that. Like, just straight bananas what he's doing. What him and Soto are doing right now. What Aaron Judge, last 100 games. for Aaron Judge. Batted 378, 45 home runs, and 106 RBIs. I was wrong. 45 home runs, 106 RBIs, batting 378. He's the first in the last 100 games.
Okay.
His last 100. Mm-hmm. This is a legit serving size. You know what I'm saying? Like a legit sample size of 100. Like that's 100 games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's the first player in Major League history to hit above 375 or better with 45 plus home runs and 100 plus RBIs in 100 games stretch. Yeah. First time. What we're seeing is history. What we're seeing with him and Soto right now on the Yankees, we have not seen in baseball in 100 years since I'm saying Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig.
Yeah.
And it's not just because it's a Yankee thing, but that's just because what it is. And it just happens to be both are on the Yankees.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the shit is crazy.
Incredibly special.
Like Judge, player. Like we didn't touch September yet.
Yeah.
He has a whole month of September. You could imagine that's at least, I would say, 20 games. Let's see the standings. We could do the math real quick. Let me do the math real quick. My bad.
No, you're right. You're broke.
Well, if we do the standings, go ahead.
Listen, as someone just that loves baseball, like if it wasn't for Ohtani, people would just be talking about Judge all the time, bro.
Not facts.
Like, because people wouldn't be like, oh, this is the first time, we have a baseball player that's doing, pitching and hitting, but like Mike Judge is fucking
Aaron
Mike
Judge.
Sorry, Mike Judge.
Sorry. That's like the Simpsons dude or some shit.
No, it's the fucking Beavis and Butthead.
But yes, definitely.
King of the Hill dude.
Yes.
My bad.
Okay.
But yeah, no, fucking talking about like once in a lifetime special talent right there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm talking about not just in individual sports, I'm talking about in all sports, like I'm pretty sure he'll crush it in anything else as well, So that kid is fucking special,
Word. Yeah, I mean
there'll be no other conversation.
So we had 130 games, I think. Yeah.
And then you're talking about he's set.
130 games, so there's got to be like 32 games left.
He's set. For how many home runs does he have so far? You said 40 what?
He's 51.
51?
51.
All right,
already.
Yeah, bro.
We're not even in September. Like we're looking at him going to get like beating the 62 that he just did.
Not even. How many 50 plus
this is his third.
His third.
50 plus home runs.
How many
all legit, because I mean he's a monster. I mean, you don't see him and he's
Jones,
like mad frail or something.
This is probably a good trivia question. I don't know if you'd be able to answer this or anyone else. What other baseball players have over 3 seasons of 50 plus home runs?
Well, Sammy Sosa did it. I mean, I think McGuire did it. I think Barry Bonds did it. You know what I'm saying? Off top, but all 3 of them are like connected or in some sort of way implemented with steroids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. What we're seeing
way smaller than Judge.
Yeah,
Judge is just naturally.
I think Babe Ruth does have it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's had like multiple 50 home run seasons, maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? These are just people that I'm just thinking off.
No, we have to look this up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get on top of it.
You look.
Keep moving.
Most 50 home run seasons, or just multiple 50 home run seasons. But I mean, just like I said, man, what we're seeing from him, he got 2 again today. He was at 49 yesterday. He got 51 now. He's got like 120 RBIs on the season now with the 3 that he got today, or close to it, maybe 117. I mean, we still have the whole month of September. It's only August 25th today. We have a whole nother week of August and then the whole month of September. So we have about 5 weeks left of baseball, and all he has to do is hit another 11 home runs. And 30 games. Like right about now, the pace that we're seeing, it looks like he's going to do that. Maybe as we get closer, you start to get like some of that little pressure that builds up, you know what I'm saying? Because now you feel like you're trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's already something that he's already done. So maybe he won't feel that pressure and he could really just let loose for the rest of the season. And we could see him go way past this little 62 that he already got, even though it's not little. And he's batting like 330 right now. Like, and to think of the way he started the season, the way he started the month of April and month of May, I'm talking like almost a sub 200 hitter, like batting 196 or 212. You know what I'm saying? Like in that range of a hitter of what his average was to start the season. That's where we had, Juan Soto, and we had Verdugo doing his thing and Volpe doing their thing, that they was able to kind of like carry us when Judge was fucking up. You know what I'm saying? But since then, it's kind of flip-flopped, and he's been doing it. I mean, only Soto has been consistent. Them two, they both Soto just got his career high in home runs this season now. With 30, if he hit one, they went back to back. Soto, Judge, he hit one, he got to have like 37 now. That's the most he's had in his career. Every home run now that he hits for the rest of the season is going to be a career high for him. And again, there's still 5 weeks of baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, just with last week, we had the best record in baseball.
Okay, so to get back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
All right. I found out where we're at. You are right. So the people that hold the most are Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
You nailed all of them, by the way.
So, oh, G shit.
If there was money on that,
G
you would have won some cash right there. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth. All right, with 4.
4. Okay.
Okay. The next one up would be. Sorry about that. Sammy Sosa, 4.
Sammy Sosa.
Mark McGwire, 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So outside of that, A-Rod got 3.
Word, A-Rod.
And then
did Barry Bonds have 3?
Barry Bonds, no, actually he did not.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I said Bonds though.
Yeah, he has that. Bonds. I mean, that's Barry Bonds for you though. Mm-hmm. He had 73.
Yeah, and then a bunch of 40s and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, 2001, he had that 73. But I think that's his only on the list.
Yeah.
A-Rod has 3.
Mm-hmm.
And you are right. Aaron Judge currently has 2. This season would make it 3 for him as well. So like he's in.
He did 50. He did 50 his rookie year. His rookie year, he came in and hit 50 home runs. You know what I'm saying?
And now,
I remember that.
Now next season, he's gonna.
You're gonna kill again, and hopefully Soto stays. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully Soto stays, because I mean he has to enjoy at the same time that he has fucking Aaron Judge after him in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the exception of maybe like the Dodgers, a team like that, or we gotta look at the name of Bobby Witt Jr.
Keep going.
Bobby Witt Jr. I gotta know what team he's on.
Bobby Witt Jr. I'm getting his fucking Kansas City.
Kansas City, and they killing this year. Yeah, he's nice. Unless he went to Kansas City, but it's like, how do you go from New York and the Heights and the Bronx to go to Kansas City? Like, that's a big change. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's up to you, but
his dad was a baseball player too.
Where? Yeah, Bobby Witt. Yeah, Witt. Yeah, sounds right. But yeah, I mean, let's go. I'm gonna just go through the standings in this AL, because we still have the best record in the American League by a half a game over Baltimore and a full game over Cleveland. But like, I don't know how many teams get it. Like Astros, look, they made that comeback, man. They're in first place. You know what I'm saying? We were saying it from back. They started with a struggle. They looked like they was like below 500 for a while and shit like that. The Rangers was a good team. Now they're 11 games under 500. I think they had some injuries. The A's and the Angels was out of it. You know what I'm saying? Mariners, they're a 500 team, but I mean, they need to make a crazy run with a lot of losses, depending on who they're playing. To end the season, maybe they can make a run. But the Astros do take over the West as a third place. Cleveland got they're up 2.5 games, but over the Twins, and like how we just said, the Royals, who it was a surprise to me this year. They both 72 and 57 with the same record, Twins and Royals.
Yeah.
So when we say Bobby Witt Jr., like, he's nice. I seen his numbers this year. He's somebody that's like carrying that team. You know what I'm saying? To perform the way they are. You know what I'm saying? And then Baltimore with us, in the AL East. So, I mean, it's going to be a tight little race between us, Baltimore, Cleveland, Minnesota, and the Royals. And I think Houston, Houston got the West. I don't think no other wild card will come from the West. But that Twins, Royals, and then you even got the Red Sox right there. You know what I'm saying? It depends. Like I said, it depends on the games left. It depends on who's playing who and who has a tough schedule. I know the Yankees had an easy schedule, But it's like, this is something I want to go back on. Like, they was fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now we up 10-3 against Cleveland. Against Colorado. But yesterday we lost 9-2. It's like we can't get smacked. We wind up winning the series against Cleveland. We win the series. We lose the series against Detroit, though. You know what I'm saying? After we win the series against Chicago. We on a road trip against Chicago and Detroit, two of the teams that were supposed to smack, and we go 3-3. And it's similar to what the Mets did as well. You know what I'm saying? Playing against Florida and another team. We'll get into them when we look into their games and shit like that on the Baseball Report New York. You know what I'm saying? But like we shouldn't have lost yesterday. We should sweep Colorado. We should sweep Colorado. Now we're gonna play the Nationals. We should sweep the Nationals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? St. Louis is gonna be a hard one, but we're gonna be at home for them. We're gonna play Texas 3 games. We should sweep them. We're gonna play the Cubs. They're trash. We should sweep them. Kansas City's gonna be big, and Boston we end the season with. So that 4-game set against Boston, but it's at home. That, like, as I said, Boston is going to be in some must-win situations at that time.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big series for them. You think they're just going to fold up? Nah, they're trying to make the playoffs too. That could be big if they take 3 out of 1, 3 out of 4 at Yankee Stadium. That's a big wave. That's them coming riding into the playoffs possibly on a wild card spot. Maybe we do sweep Kansas City and they fall off. You know what I'm saying? Even though, we don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But this is what's the beauty of baseball. You know what I'm saying? You play this long season and then you realize all these different types of outcomes that could happen. You know what I'm saying? But good thing, let's see if there's a box score. Bottom of the first. Let's see. They jamming outside.
Yeah,
no, Judge throwing. Glaber
open while the fucking AC is on.
Yeah, it looks like Glaber got the 3-run homer. Glaber hit a 3-run shot. So we're up 10-3. But it's definitely Judge home run watch. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely Judge home run watch. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And the other way.
Keep going.
Yeah, it's definitely Judge home run watch. I think that's going to be another one for us. I think he's going to break. I think he's going to break the 62. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'll be legit.
Word. So let's get into the Mets. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because the Mets, first of all, I got to do it, man.
For winning that series against Baltimore for you?
No. For fucking Francisco Lindor. He is killing for y'all.
Oh yeah.
Killing. Yeah, big 2-home run game yesterday, 5 RBIs against the Padres. Like before we get into the Mets and what they need to do, like they had a similar situation before they went into the Orioles, and yes, they did take the series 2-1 against the Orioles. They had the A's and the Marlins.
Yeah, we fucked
like
that up.
Yeah, after you get swept by Seattle and Colorado, like Colorado, Seattle, Oakland, Florida, those would be the games that you looking at were supposed to be the easy ones on the schedule.
We didn't. All right, we didn't get swept by Colorado. We won the series against Colorado, I believe. But when it comes down to, you are right. We got swept by the Mariners, and then we ended up losing the series against the A's, and then losing the series against the Marlins.
No, you won the series against the Marlins, but it was the point that you didn't take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like you was at 500. You basically played 500 where you could have gotten where you should have gotten at least a sweep out of one of those. Yeah. You should have swept the Marlins, or you should have swept the Oakland, especially playing at home. You know what I'm saying? But you step up against Baltimore. Now you play San Diego, and it's a 4-game series against San Diego, but you're looking to win the series right now, as you've already won 2 out of the 4 against them, with the 4th game starting right now, top of the second, 0-0.
That would be so clutch.
You know what I'm saying? But then you play Arizona. Arizona's another team. If we look in the standings right now, Arizona's right there. 75 and 56. They got a better record than you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so does San Diego. You know, so it's big that you're playing them. You gotta win these series against them. You know what I'm saying? To prove that you're there. You know, like Milwaukee looks like they got the Central on lock. Phillies look like they got the East on lock, but you know the Braves and the Mets are still there, and with 30 games left, you know anything that happened. You know, 68 and 62, above 500, and let's be real. Like when we started the season for the Mets, the expectations were real low.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody even anticipated them to even be contending or intention of a wild card or a playoff spot.
That pessimism.
You know
was
what I'm
real,
saying?
Bro. That
yeah, like
was real.
It's clear what the Phillies were, and it clear what the Braves were, and it was clear that you were below them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It was clear that this was kind of like an auction year, and you was just trying to like get through so that next year, when some cap space clears, and some real valuable free agents like Juan Soto come up, like a deal can be done and you could do something in New York and bring something over there to the Mets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was what your anticipation was for this season. But I mean, you've exceeded that so far. You know, being above 500, playing the way, like I said, Lindor should get MVP votes this season, in my personal opinion. I don't know if he is the clear MVP. I mean, I'm pretty sure in the NL it's still like Bryce Harper or Shohei Ohtani. You know what I'm saying?
At this point, though, I'm looking for that wild card. Now I'll get disappointed if we don't get the wild card.
Word. Well,
you know, I'm at that point where I went from not giving a fuck to straight up like now I want it. You know, now it's right now, why do all this for not getting a wild card spot? You know, like now we gotta do it.
I gotta check this just to be clear.
What? I got it right here.
I know, I got that.
He's going to check something and not and put some precious blank space, dead air space.
12
for our listeners. 12 what?
No. 12 teams make the playoffs. 12 teams make the playoffs. So that
that's
means that
what you were doing.
Yeah, because I wanted to be clear, because you know football now is 7 and shit like that. So it's like I wanted to be clear, because right now, as we go through the standings, the 3 division leaders are the Phillies, the Brewers, and the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Those spots is locked.
Yes.
Three wild card teams would be the Padres, the Diamondbacks, and the Braves.
Yeah.
So you guys are right now currently 2 games out of a playoff spot behind the Braves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as we look through the season, now let's see the games left. You know what I'm saying? White Sox, worst team in baseball. Hopefully that's a sweep for y'all. You got 3 against them, but you got 3 against the Diamondbacks next. Diamondbacks going to be tough. White Sox need to be a sweep. You played 3 against Boston, 3 against Cincinnati, 3 against Toronto, and then you end the season against the Phillies. That last season,
these last stretches are hard.
Yeah, no, these are hard. This is hard. That's why that was that little time period between playing those teams of the Mariners, the Marlins, the Athletics, the Rockies. That was your time to really catch ground or even.
But knowing the Mets,
they play harder against the bigger competition.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's like some Knicks shit. Where...
Yeah, like the Knicks will let fucking Detroit come in and smack them by 10, but you know, Philly, we smacked them by 30.
Yeah, exactly.
The Sixers, they come into the Garden too.
Here, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Detroit, fucking Cade Cunningham has his best game in his career because nobody wants to play defense. And
win by 36 to the fucking Celtics.
Yeah. But the Celtics, we hold Tatum for fucking 2 for 18 shooting and shit. Some retarded shit.
And then lose to the Pistons.
Yeah, but then lose to the Pistons very next game. Like, yo, bro, like it was a back-to-back.
Yeah.
It was a back-to-back. Like, we're not more talented than them. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. That's how it be. But, like, yo, it's exciting now.
Yeah.
We are on full playoff watch.
Mm-hmm.
Full playoff watch. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's great to see the Mets, and you want to be a Mets fan, and you want to cheer for them, and you want to get, and you don't want to see them fall off, man. You don't want to see them fall off. You want to see them, like, you know, represent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They've had so many times of like bad years or whatever is going. Yeah, like I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I'm pinstripes. My blood veins is pinstripes, but you know I'm still Queens at heart. You know what I'm saying? So I got no problem with the Mets, you know, doing their thing. And like I said, Lindor definitely deserves some. MVP votes this season. So let's see what happens with them, and then the same thing with the Yankees.
Yeah,
we busted it open today. It's 10-3. Looks like we're gonna cruise to this victory. Oh, one more thing I gotta say about the Yankees. Clay motherfucking Holmes, you can no longer pitch the ninth inning. Aaron Boone, figure out a different guy. He is not built for it. He's not ready. He can't handle the ninth, man. Whether it's on the road or at home, figure it out. But he can't do it either way, it seems like. Every time we giving him the ball with the lead, he's giving it up. He's blown the most saves in MLB this season.
Yeah.
Like, those are W's. Those shits is valuable. Like, Baltimore should not be only a half a game below us. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're gonna see some tryouts and some of that in that 9-hole spot. I hope they don't do some analytical shit and do something like that. Or like when you get to the playoffs, fuck it, like let Cole come in. Put one of your starters. Like, I mean, we got 5 starters. You're only gonna need 4. Let one of them, the other one, be the closer. Whether that's Cortez, whether that's Stroman, something like that. You know. But I think something like that got to happen when we get closer to the playoffs, because Clay Holmes in the 9th inning, if we keep him there, we will lose.
Yeah.
That's what I got to say.
Don't you miss Mariano Rivera?
He's the greatest of all time. That's the thing. We didn't know we was really watching the GOATs until we was actually watching the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is number one.
You mean until he was gone?
No, but I mean, not just until he was gone, but like in the moment, like, we didn't know he was the greatest, because like at that time you had so many people like a Billy Wagner, a Trevor Hoffman, a K-Rod, you know what I'm saying? These other players that, you know, could just come out of nowhere and give you 50 saves, 40 saves, you know what I'm saying? Flash Gordon,
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was something that was happening, you know what I'm saying? But the game changed so much with the analytics, you don't really see the starting pitchers go as deep. So because of that, I think you have more of these late game lead changes because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So it is what it is. But it's a new baseball, man. And I'm here for all the New York teams, man. This year it's gonna be lit. Feel me? All right. I think that's the New York baseball report.
Yes, sir.
As we did that, you know, we got into those other teams that were there, the ones that I mentioned, you know, that are, you know, something teams that you gotta look out for in this race, especially in the NL, in terms of where the Mets could fit in, and the AL, where, you know, can some other teams make a run? Can Boston make a run? You know, they're the outside looking in right now, Boston. You know, maybe they can make it. You know, because it's Baltimore, Kansas City, and Minnesota.
There you go.
I couldn't think of another team.
The Brewers.
No, the Twins.
Sorry.
And been drinking too many brews. That was the problem.
I'm a Brewer.
Let's get it. All right, now we got to get into this. We got to get into some NFL. We got to talk some NFL.
Some G-Man talk?
No, we talk a fantasy first.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to do the fantasy first, and then we're going to talk some of the expectations for the Giants and the Jets. But in terms of the fantasy, I just want to put it out there. As you're going through it, let me bring up the top 200. Like, here's what I should say. If you got the number 1 pick and you take McCaffrey, I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Because he's McCaffrey. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, there is that possibility of him getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? So as you see that, you know, you're taking a chance. Me, I did go in my first draft this season. I did go Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow as that combo, but we all know that's a question mark from last year. You know, both of them got hurt. Definitely crushed a lot of, you know, teams when that happened with both of them going down. But if you do have the 4 or the 5th pick, he is worthy. I mean, I think Tyreek Hill is the number 2, or even a possible number 1 if you want to not go the McCaffrey route. I think Breece Hall is going to have a big year for the Jets, as I do is Garrett Wilson. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised to see them go in the first round. But if they are still around in your second round, that's somebody you might want to grab. You know, some people, you know, like to reach for like a Mahomes, even though we know Mahomes is ranked like maybe 30, 31 in this particular top 200. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people they reach. They want to get Mahomes first or second round, so that causes people to drop. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, Jameer Gibbs, he's a talented runner, but they got Montgomery in Detroit, so a lot of that is gonna get split. So if you can't take both of them, with the anticipation of one getting hurt, the other one getting the load, pause, you know that there is going to be a game where maybe Gibbs does not go off and Montgomery does. And if you don't have both of them or don't know which one to start the right week, that could be a problem for you. I did make that same decision. Yeah. Somebody I'm big on also is Drake London in Atlanta. They get Kirk Cousins, even though he's coming off an injury. I think he could have a big year. Devontae Adams is somebody that's a sleeper going in the later round, third round. That's somebody that used to be a number one pick automatic. Devin Chain is somebody I'm big on as another running back, as well as Josh Jacobs going to Green Bay. I think Green Bay is going to have a big year. I think Jordan Love is going to, really be able to excel with somebody like Josh Jacobs in the backfield. And I feel like Josh Jacobs is going to be able to do a lot more with a quarterback like Jordan Love with the system and the schemes that they do over in Green Bay. So I think that's going to be a good move. Richardson is a sleeper quarterback for the Colts. That's somebody you could pick up. I also recommend, definitely getting two running backs within your top four picks if you can. You know what I'm saying? I know there's going to be running back, wide receivers out there. As you get into the later rounds, a Calvin Ridley, Zay Flowers, maybe a Keenan Allen, a Xavier Worthy. He's a rookie, but he's on Kansas City. Who knows what could come over there. You know what I'm saying? And a Dunze might be a sleeper. I'm even big on a Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad if you take him early in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody knows. He could be ass. You know what I'm saying? But it don't look like he's gonna be ass, man. It looked like that's another one, Swift, the running back from the Bears. You know what I'm saying? So the Bears is looking like their defense might not be that well, but their offense is going to be a top 5 offense in the league, I believe, this year. You know what I'm saying? So if you're able to cash in on one of those players, Caleb Williams or Dunze, they got another wide receiver that's real good, and Swift, the running back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these are players that you got to look for. I also got to look for the doubles, the double ups. So if you're in a 10-man league, it's a lot easier for you. But if your number one pick is St. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, might as well get Jared Goff as your quarterback or aim for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Package that.
Yeah. If your running back is Derrick Henry, maybe you want to get Lamar Jackson with it too. You know what I'm saying? If you're if you got AJ Brown or Devontae Smith as a wide receiver, you might want to get Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real. If you get CeeDee Lamb, because CeeDee Lamb is a top 5 pick right now, projected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you got one of those top 5 picks and you want to get CeeDee Lamb, I'd get CeeDee's Dax. I'd get Dak too. You know what I'm saying? We know that got me a ring.
Which
so,
you could Paul. I mean, see the caveat with that though is that say you get put in a position where you got to pick them up early.
Yeah, but there's value in that. The value is there because when you're picking up the quarterback, even though you take him early, if you take him like the 3rd or the 4th round, maybe the 4th round, that you take the quarterback and don't wait, the round that everybody starts taking their quarterbacks is going to leave you around to cash in on a top playmaking player that's still there on the board. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's also the value is the double points. That it only takes one touchdown pass to get you all of that points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you're talking about positions, okay, would you go wide receiver, running back, quarterback?
Okay. So let's just let me just break it down like this.
Break it down for the listeners.
Because the breakdown, it's complicated because the breakdown is really based on what's available in your draft.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't really know what's gonna go there.
Yeah.
Like if you have the first pick, that's why I said to get McCaffrey. You know what I'm saying? As I bring back up the players. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, out of the top 10 players is 1, 2. There's only 3 running backs, and the rest are wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in that top 10 and you feel good about either McCaffrey, Brees Hall, or Bijan Robinson from Atlanta, and you want to make them your running back, then take that. You know what I'm saying? But if not, then go with the wide receiver, because now when you look at 10 through 20, you got Taylor, you got Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs, Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
You got another 5 right there.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're big on one of those 3, if you got the number 1 pick, and I'm not mad at not taking McCaffrey, because when McCaffrey's on the field, it's buckets.
Yeah.
It's points. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you could do that. You know, you could take McCaffrey first and go back-to-back wide receiver, then possibly try to get the quarterback that fits one of those wide receivers, and then finally get a running back on whoever might be there. You know what I'm saying? As you go down. You know what I'm saying? By the time you get to the 45th pick, you already got 15 running backs and 25 wide receivers, but only 5 quarterbacks.
Now, would it be more beneficial? I know it goes by league,
mm-hmm.
but in most parts, is it more beneficial for you to package a quarterback with a running back or with a wide receiver?
I would say it's more beneficial with the running back, depending on the team.
Gotcha.
Like, I could see you doing it with, like, Baltimore with Lamar and
Philly.
And this guy. I could see with Philly with Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you don't got one of the wide receivers, but you got to assume there is going to be some pass plays specifically for Saquon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some sort of decoy play or something like that.
And outside of that, they'll like, Philly literally loves to run a bajillion running plays.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you could do that, you know? You know, maybe Isaiah Pacheco and a Mahomes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like I said, maybe in Detroit you wouldn't do that. You know, because they got 2 top-notch running backs, so you don't know which one is going to kill. And then they got good wide receivers and a good tight end.
Yeah.
You know, between Laporta and St. Brown, where, you know, Goff has options. You know what I'm saying? So the spread around is a little different.
So basically,
you know what I'm saying?
It's entirely situational.
It's entirely situational. But like I said, man, if you get these particular players, when they come to you in the draft or they fall to your spot, you should be thinking about these options and possibly what to do. And, you know, football is all about hunches. Like, even though it's going by a top 200 or a top 100 players or whatever it is, like, you should still have hunches. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this particular player is going to do good this year. I feel like this particular player is not, and I'm staying away from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be going into that.
Yeah.
You might have a player like last year. Last year I had Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb broke his leg. He was out for the season. I guarantee you this year I am not drafting Nick Chubb on any team.
Yeah, you don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not.
You don't see him coming back strong.
Yeah, like it's not.
It's a question mark. Better.
Yeah, it's not something like, I'm not saying not to draft Nick Chubb like he's gonna be trash. I'm just saying, like, I'm not taking that chance again this year. You know, so it's different. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get Garrett Wilson. You should probably try to get Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's something that I've always tried to do throughout the years that I've done it. I got multiple rings. I haven't really done too many ESPN leagues. I'm in one this year. I mean, ESPN, I really did the basketball with. But if you look at my trophy room, the rings is there. If you look at NFL.com or Yahoo app, fantasy.com, or whatever you want to call it, the rings is there, bro. The trophy room is there, bro. I did all of those things. I don't got nothing else to prove. The only thing I want to do in my own league is win the motherfucking belt. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because now we're making a belt every year. So I'm trying to be my first time. I'm already a one-time champ. I should already have a belt, but we didn't think of it until now. Till last year. Shout out to my pops who got the belt. Got his own custom-made belt, Game of Jones. You know, a Game of Thrones reference. You know what I'm saying? That's the name of his team, Game of Jones. So he took it. You know, so
totally needed explanation.
Huh?
Totally needed explanation.
Yeah, you know, for all of the hot D's. Pause. Let's go. Let's break down before we get into this right here, because no, ain't crushing them again. No, we gotta get into the Giants and the Jets. Right.
That's
now.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that was over. I mean, that was it for the fantasy. That was it for the fantasy. You on your own. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you who to draft. I can't hold your hand through this, man. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah. There's one more beer.
Yeah.
Let me get that. So this Giants and Jets, man. I think we should just start with the Jets, man. I think they got a real big chance to make some noise. I think if everyone stays healthy, we already know what happened last year. 4 plays in, Aaron Rodgers popped his Achilles. He's out for the season. Probably could have came back at the end, but what was it for? You know what I'm saying? After that, they still won 7 games, won 7-10. Defense is top notch. Got a lot of position players on offense that can make some noise and do some things, with Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Even though Brees Hall, he tore his ACL or whatever it was last year, he's still coming back looking like he's going to be strong. You know what I mean? So I think it all falls on the quarterback. Basically, actually for both teams, when we talk about the Giants and the Jets, it falls on the quarterback. The quarterback play will determine how far they go throughout the season. I'm going to just bring out the Jets schedule, because I'm gonna go on a prediction right now. I'm gonna put on my Jones Stradamus. I'm gonna put on my Jones Stradamus, and we're gonna go through a prediction of the Giants and the Jets standings as we go through all the games for the season.
Okay.
So the Jets play the 49ers first game of the season. I'm sorry, that might be a loss. You know what I'm saying? 0-1. Then they play the Titans. That's a W, 1-1. Then they play the Patriots. W, 2-1. Then they play the Broncos. W, 3-1. Then they play the Vikings. W, 4-1. Then they play the Bills at home, 5-1. But then they lose to the Steelers on the road, 5-2. Come back and play the Patriots on the road. They win that, 6-2. Play the Texans at home, lose that, 6-3. Beat the Cardinals 7-3. Lose to the Colts 7-4. Beat the Seahawks 8-4. Lose to the Dolphins 8-5. Lose to the Jaguars 9-8-6. Lose to the Rams. No, beat the Rams 9-6.
Okay, all right.
Beat the Rams 9-6. Lose to the and then they end the season against the Bills and the Jets. I'm gonna give them 1-1, 10-7. A 10-7 season.
Okay.
10-7 season for the Jets. This season.
Okay, Jones
Stradamus. Now, we'll wait till they get to the Giants. I will just finish with the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, the play is all on Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. 10-6 preseason, it doesn't matter. But when you look like in the practice and they showed some of the video on that, and he was just like Deontay Banks is supposed to be our corner, like our top corner. He was getting destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And after him, there really isn't much after that. Our front seven is top notch. We're going to hopefully be able to get to the quarterback. But hopefully we'll be able to get to the quarterback, the Giants, that is, quick enough to do some noise. But the Jets, like I said, man, like a 10-7 record should get you into the playoffs. In the AFC, maybe it'll be off by a game. Maybe they could get to 11-6,
No, I could see them doing that in the AFC.
Yeah, but 10-7, I feel like that's something they could do, and make the playoffs. And it's a whole different ball game in the playoffs. I mean, and you do got Aaron Rodgers, and the way he was playing in some of these preseason and in some of those practice snaps, he looked like he still got it. He looked like he still got it, man.
I give it to the Jets though. Like when they do get to the playoffs, they usually get into the playoffs.
Yeah, but it's been 14 years right now.
Yeah,
they have the longest drought. 14 years since 2010 since they made the playoffs. Longest drought in like modern sports with like another team in hockey or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Yeah, so they're due, and they have the team on paper to do it. Let's hope that their play equals to the same thing. Now, when it comes to the Giants, let's look at their schedule. Yes. Putting the Jones Stradamus back on, because people might be mad at me for this one. Because, I want my boys to do good, man. I want my boys to do good. I really do.
There you go.
So we're gonna start off hot. God bless me. I think we'll
pull your chin back slightly from the shield. So you rub it in against the shield.
Yo, Ant, don't talk to me like that.
So
No, you're right.
There you go.
Sorry. It's the burps. It's the burps from the beer. Joe Shaddam is in the building. You already know. So I'm going to go through the Giants schedule. We're going to predict. We're going to beat the Vikings game 1.
Uh-huh.
We're going to beat the Commanders 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can even beat the Browns 3-0.
Yes.
But we're going to lose to the Cowboys 3-1. We're going to beat the Seahawks. No, we're going to lose to Seattle in Seattle 3-2. We're going to lose to Cincinnati 3-3. We're going to lose to the Eagles 3-4. We're going to lose to the Steelers 3-5. We're going to beat the Commanders 4-5. We'll beat the Panthers. This game is actually in Germany. We'll be 5-5 in Germany and go on the bye. And then we'll come back and play the Buccaneers. Beat the Buccaneers. Nah, I think we're gonna lose to the Buccaneers 5-6. Lose to the Cowboys 5-7. Beat the Saints 6-7. Lose to the Ravens 6-8. Lose to the Falcons 6-9. Lose to the Colts 6-10. Lose to the Eagles 6-11 for the Giants.
Lose to the fucking Colts.
Colts, yep.
Damn, bro.
6-11 for the Giants.
Damn, Jones Stradamus.
7-10 for the Jets. 6-11 for the Giants. That's what I see. I'm just calling it how I see it, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know as much as I'm a Giant fan, man. Like, I mean, unless Malik Neighbors comes into this season and all of a sudden is literally the number 1 best receiver in football, I can't see how we really compete with a lot of teams. You know what I'm saying? The gameplay for the Giants also depends on Daniel Jones. And from what we've seen in the preseason, like, this is your 6th year. You're trying to prove that you're a legitimate starting quarterback in the league, and you haven't really proved it yet. You haven't really solidified it. I mean, if it's still a question mark, then you're probably just not it. And I'm upset to have to say that. But the truth is the truth here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're still you are in your own end zone to start a drive or whatever it is, and you're still throwing pick sixes. Like, you're in your own end zone. Throw the fucking ball away, man. Throw it away. Give yourself an opportunity to live another down. You panic when you get flushed out the pocket. If the play is not a designed play to flush you out the pocket on purpose, where you're throwing on the run, you don't know what to do. You panic. You turn the ball over. You get a fumble. You throw a bad pass, and it gets picked off. And I mean, like I said, Malik Neighbors, he looks like he's a top talent. He looks like somebody that we could really, rely on. But I mean, after the first couple of games, teams are gonna, like, when we play those. If we do go 3-0 and beat, like I said, Cleveland, Minnesota, and Washington, when we play Dallas is gonna be like, yeah, no, we're not gonna let you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Malik Neighbors. Not only are we gonna put Trayvon Austin, or whatever his name, Tavon Austin. Tavon Diggs. If not only are we gonna put Tavon Diggs on you, you know what I'm saying? I can't even think of that nigga's name. I can't even think of his fucking name. But the cornerback on the fucking Cowboys, that motherfucker right there, he's going to be on you the whole game. And they'll probably have like a cover 2, and they'll probably flow in double coverage on you every game, or the whole game. You know what I'm saying? And the team is going to stay. I'll tell you, Daniel Jones, you need to rely on somebody else to beat us, because we're going to try to take Malik Neighbors out the game. Unless, like I said, even with that, he could still kill, which would make him the number 1 wide receiver in the league. Like, he's better than Justin Jefferson. He's better than A.J. Brown and every wide receiver. Tyreek Hill. He's better than everybody. CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase. He's better than all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's yet to be seen. I guess it could be possible. You know what I'm saying? But unless he's like that, I can't see them being more than 6-11.
Word.
So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. Right? Season gonna start soon.
Let's go, G-Man.
2 drafts today. 2 draft Jones. Jonesy 2 drafts. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this. You know it. Now for this week in hip hop, vinyl of the week, or should I say vinyls?
No. We'll start with
Well, no, you gotta break it in. You gotta come proper. You gotta introduce why you had this concept, everything like that, whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
Oh, you gonna got it?
No, I got it.
All right, go ahead. And Acid, the one and only.
All right. This week's album of the week is Nas's Stillmatic. We're still in, I would say, I mean, we're just in the second episode of this.
Yeah.
Or better yet, the second incarnation of this. This is, at least when I was in high school, or probably still to this day, my favorite album. Right. It really, I don't know. I must have been came out sophomore in high school. When did this come out?
2003.
2003. I was a sophomore in high school. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it really, it was the conversation. It was the talk of the town. And you wouldn't be able to talk about this album while also talking about Jay-Z's Blueprint as well.
Facts.
They at this time were in complete competition with each other. This is after kind of a short period of time where Nas kind of disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Nas's album before this was Nostradamus. Mm-hmm. And in many people's eyes, that's his weakest, or was at that time his weakest album. Nas dropped 3 great albums back to back to back.
I agree.
And after dropping I Am, It Was Written, and Illmatic. Basically, he kind of went, they would say his slump album is Nostradamus.
Mm-hmm.
After that point, Jay-Z.
Looking for the throne.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Saw it as an opportunity. Nas took it personal, considering his mother was going through cancer and health issues at the time.
Facts.
And it basically spurred this album to be created, which mostly is very, I don't know. If you're talking about albums, it's in my eye my favorite Nas album. For when we're, you had to ask Jones. Illmatic is still his favorite, but
yes.
This was kind
in
of
my car right now.
This was kind of the this was the confirmation that Nas is Nas. This was Nas being, no, I'm the shit. You're not the shit. You think you're the shit, but I'm way better than you. Right. If we're talking about tracks and highlights on the album itself, we have actually quite a lot. We have Ether, which is the first or
the second track.
The
Stillmatic is the intro.
The intro is just the intro.
Yeah.
The intro is kind of like almost like a faded sequence, similar to what the intro that you had on Illmatic. Mm-hmm. This is almost supposed to be like the second Illmatic.
Mm-hmm.
And then right after that we get Ether, which
is gunshots.
Yep, exactly. Bang, 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 bang. Fuck Jay-Z.
Hell yeah. Which is actually, that fuck Jay-Z is a sample of Tupac, and they just switched his voice. Continue.
That's kind of crazy. I did not know that.
That is from, if you ever get Tupac Until the End of Time, double album, he has a song on there that says "Fuck Friends," where he disses Jay-Z and says "Fuck Jay-Z. He's broke and I get paid daily," or some shit like that. That's the line. Continue.
All right, yeah. Outside of that, we also got Yourself a Gun. We have Rewind, You're the Man, One Mic,
Destroy and Rebuild.
A lot of amazing, great fucking tracks. The actual singles, at least, would have been Got Yourself a Gun, and One Mic, were the actual video.
The commercial tracks that dropped.
Commercial tracks.
The album.
Fucking fire videos.
Yeah.
Now, not on the same glitz and glam as Jay-Z's commercial tracks for the other album in question,
the
Blueprint, and that would be H to the Izzo, which is way more hype, glitz glam. A lot of people would say way more commercial. But outside of H to the Izzo, when you're talking about the Blueprint, it's quite on the same side where it's just banger after banger after banger after banger. We have the Rulers Back, Takeover, Girls, 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 Jigga That, and Hova Hovito.
You don't know.
What?
You don't know.
Oh, but yeah, exactly. I definitely know.
No, you don't know is on the track. You don't know.
No, I'm answering the question, but yeah, I definitely know.
Yeah, you do know. But no, I'm just saying like that was probably that was his commercial song for the hood. That you don't know.
You think so?
Yeah.
I love Girls, Girls, Girls.
No, that was the one for the females.
That was the one
for the female. That was the one for the club. You know what I'm saying? Or even the song Cry was for the females too. The Girls, Girls, Girls was for the club.
Which
the You Don't Know was for the fellas.
Song Cry.
Jay-Z has a habit of always having that. One for the girls, one for the fellas, one for the club.
This album has 2 of my favorite Jay-Z songs on it. Actually, maybe even 3.
All I Need is my favorite.
Well, basically, you have Takeover. Outside of Takeover, you have Song Cry, and then you also have Renegade. Which at that time was like a top tier featurette. Like if you're looking at all these tracks right here, okay, the only featurette is this fucking Eminem fucking featurette.
And to be real, that song was actually given to Jay-Z by Eminem while he was beefing with Royce the 5'9", because the original Renegade is Eminem and Royce 5'9". Continue.
That's kind of crazy. That's another look at you. Yeah, there you go,
bro. I got balls out here, man. My hip hop game is real. I actually learned that on one of the old K-Slay tracks. The original Renegade, K-Slay had that. It's
when we're talking
Royce 5'9". But wait, yeah. Now when we go back to this, can I just say some things? I know you've been breaking it down, but I just gotta say, can I say for me, and I want to kind of like, let me try to see if I can move this a little bit. Like as we go through the track list, Ether for me is 1, Got Yourself Gun 2, Smoking 3, You're the Man 4, Rewind 5, Destroy and Rebuild 6, What Goes Around 7, Every Ghetto 8. Out of the 15 tracks, that's 8 for me that are like fire. Fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in terms of my shit. So like I think there's always the thing about albums where it's like, can you hear it front to back without skipping? I think that's what really makes a big album. You know what I'm saying? Like a Ghostface Supreme Clientele, like an Illmatic, like a 36 Chambers, like a Only Built for Cuban Links. You know what I'm saying? That's in my personal opinions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those albums I could listen back front to back, no problem. You know what I'm saying? You know, but like for this album, Stillmatic, those are the ones I'm skipping. I mean, I'm not saying the Flyest ain't fly. I like that song, The Flyest. I like Braveheart Party is cool. My Country is like, The Second Childhood is,
It ends.
The One Mic, like I get the concept. I know what it was, but it just became too commercial for me that I was just like one of my least favorite songs on the album.
No,
you know what I'm
you're
saying?
Absolutely right. The back end of the album is not the best, but we're also talking about time period here. You're talking about 2003.
Yeah.
So like.
And big, shout him out that he puts his daughter, Destiny Jones, as the executive producer. Just to say that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, so that money will be going to her for forever.
But yeah, no, still in my eye, for a lot of people, this is like the quintessential Nas album.
Mm-hmm. I want to do the same thing for the Blueprint in the comparison. In terms of going through the tracks and see which ones.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Which ones is the ones for me personally.
Yeah.
So for me, Takeover is 1. You Don't Know is 1. Heart of the City is 1. All I Need is 1. Renegade is 1. So I would give it 5. This is not one of my favorite Jay-Z albums.
I would say The Ruler's Back.
Mm-hmm.
Takeover. Girls, 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 Girls. I'm talking even like just his tracks in general. It's one of my favorite like pop hits or radio singles. Song Cry, as per like being like a sad song, and Renegade,
yeah.
You know,
so you got 5 also. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, Rule Back is the Ace of the Izzo is another one with the girls. Like at that time when it came out, it was just like so like saturated on the radio with it and shit like that. Like,
yeah, no, it was
like the
radio
Izzo was
poppin'.
all over the radio, and the girls video was all over the fucking MTV. Like, rest in peace, Miss Marquis. You know, he was in that video. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're gonna have to be out soon. But that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, bro.
And but All I Need is definitely my favorite song on the album. That was always All I Need. My bucket is looking incredible. I guess I got my swagger back. Mama said I killed the man. Well, I guess I got the dagger back. It's the rock bastards. We are back in the heezy. Jiggaman. M-Easy. Oskino with Sparks and Free Weezy. Mickey Mallory. EP. Well, I don't even know what he says. I don't know if that was right. I don't know if that was right. I could have said Wet Dream Tomato. You know what I'm saying?
Wet Dream Tomato.
Did you hear that?
He said that?
No, fucking the Hawk Tour girl. Did you see that?
Nah,
the Hawk Tour girl.
I didn't know about this chick until my wife brought
Okay, well, the Hawk Tour girl, we all know her. She's talking about slurping and burping. Anyway, she was on there like, oh, I love Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. They got that song, New York. Instead of Concrete Jungle, Wet Dreams and Tomatoes, she said fucking Concrete Jungle, Wet Dreams and Tomatoes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're being summoned. Jones is being summoned. So let's wrap
Let's
this
wrap
up.
it up.
In general, this is two most. We're talking about the last solid rap beef to bring it into current day perspective. I would say you don't have what this has. There's no Drake album with all the diss tracks on it, and there's no fucking Kendrick album with all the diss tracks on it. At least not yet. I mean, unless Kendrick just drops an album with fucking all this shit on it.
Right.
But in general, it doesn't have the same movement over here. This was the great debate. Yeah. What album was better? Who was the best? And
no, I didn't pick up. I tried to pick up. It was marvelous.
No, I can't hear myself.
Yo.
Touch. Can you hear me?
It's okay.
All right. Okay, there you go. But in general, the great debate was what album was better, who was better, and who was the king of New York ultimately.
Word.
All right.
And I think we're all in consensus in saying it was Nas. Big Queens shit, bro. I gotta say that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, man. That's it. Queen shit. QU. But the Blueprint is a fire album.
Yes, sir.
Blueprint is a fire album. Let's get it.
Let's cue up the outro.
I can't even cue up the outro, but we're just gonna do it like this. Appreciate y'all. We're just gonna press every fucking drop. All right.